Hi, this is Andy from GPS Training. In this video we're looking at a new range of products that we've just taken into stock from the manufacturer Coros. It's the Coros range of outdoor GPS watches, which is new to GPS Training. Currently we're stocking the Coros Apex 2 watch and the Coros Apex 2 Pro that I've got in front of me now. You'll find these on our website www.gpstraining.co.uk underneath the GPS store and GPS watches. So this isn't going to be an initial in-depth technical review of the watch. We'll start doing more and more videos as we get into using the videos and putting online training courses together. But initially we're just going to do an unboxing, have a look at what we get in the box and just our initial thoughts on the look and style of the watch. And I will go through some of the main features of this Coros range of watches. So this one here will always show the silver grey one, which we also stock. On the bottom of the box it tells us the colour, so it's telling me that it's the black version. So this is the black version that we're going to open and take a look at for the first time. So it's just got a couple of security seals on the side of the box, so we're just going to peel those off first, and then we'll just open up the box and see what we get inside. So it's always the fun of getting the box open. It does look like it's a bit of a tight fit, so I'm just going to give that a bit of a shake. Apologies if that's shaking the camera, and we'll just slide the box out. There we go. So it's a nice looking grey box with the Coros logo on the top. So I'm just going to open up the lid and see what we get inside. So we've got product safety and warranty policy. There's a quick start guide, which actually the quick start guide looks like a nice simple bullet points of what you need to do first. I can imagine, because I know we have a Coros app that we pair the watch with, so therell be information in there about that. Some Coros stickers, so you get some actual manufacturer stickers. And Kilian Jornet, he's one of the ambassadors of Coros watches. So there's a little bit information about, looks like training workouts that you can download. So there's some information about those in the box. And then we can see here the watch. So I'm going to pull the little tab here that looks like you do to open it. And we'll just see what's in the bottom of the box. Looks like this is going to be a charging cable, looking at the design on the box. And we'll just open up this, and it looks like, yes, we have a charging cable inside. So I'll just move the box to one side for the moment. So USB one side, and that'll be the charging end that goes into the watch. So I'll just move the box to one side now, and we'll take the watch out of the packet. So we've got a little bit of protective film on the front, which is nice to see, to protect the face of the watch. So we'll see if I can carefully take this off. So the watch does come with a fabric band. There are silicone bands available. We're not stocking any additional bands at the moment, but you will find as time moves on, we will have more accessories available. So we've got a silicone band, which I'm just going to release here. Just slide it open, just so I can take this protection. Actually, I'll just tear the paper off. I don't think I need to be too careful with the paper on the side of the watch. So there we have it. This is the Coros watch, our first look at the watch. So this is the Apex 2 Pro. So this is the, out of the two we're currently stocking, the Apex 2 and the Apex 2 Pro. This one has a bigger battery than the Apex 2. We've already done a bit of research on the watch before we took it into stock. I had actually had a loan of a watch to wear, so I have been wearing a Coros watch over the months and been pleased with what I've seen. So just to give you a look at the strap, so the strap's actually got Explore Perfection, so it's got some logoing on the strap. I know these are quick release straps, so I can see a little slide bar there that will release if we want to put a different strap on, because they do silicone straps. It's a 22mm band. The actual material that the watch is made with, it actually has a sapphire glass screen, so a really tough, strong screen, sapphire glass. It has a grade 5 titanium alloy with a PVD coating to protect the bezel. If we look on the back, we can see where the charging port goes. That looks very similar to other watches that we stock. It's got the model of the watch on the back, and it's telling us the water resistant rating is 5 ATM. So as well as having the heart rate, it does measure your pulse ox as well. I'll go through some of the features once we turn the watch on now. Same as a lot of other watches we sell, you do have an app to pair it with, where there's loads of information that you'll get on the Coros app about all your activity recordings. You use the app to send routes to the watch. It is a GPS watch. It is a watch for navigation as well as recording activities and fitness, heart rate, etc. So I'm just going to take a look on the side. We've actually got a thumb wheel on the side, which, looking at the videos we've already looked at and the watch that I've had a loan of, the thumb wheel actually scrolls between menus. There's a back button on the bottom right of the watch, and I know we have a backlight button on the top there. So just going to hold the backlight button in so that we actually turn the watch on. So we can see the Coros logo appearing on the watch now. Asking me to select the language. So I'm going to press the middle button to set the language to English. So if you've actually got a QR reader on your phone, you can just scan the app and it'll automatically start the pairing process once you've put the Coros app on your smartphone. So I'm just going to hit the back button to come out of there and see if we can bypass this. I'm not sure if we can. We may not be able to bypass the app, because normally you would pair it with the app. So if not, we'll actually show you on videos when we get more into it on actually using the watch. So it doesn't look like we can bypass the pairing, so we will need to pair it. So we'll just talk a little bit about the watch, and then on our next video we'll go in more detail and go through the screens and show you what the watch actually looks like. So as we mentioned, it's a sapphire screen, tough sapphire glass screen, and we've got the titanium alloy for the material with the PVD coating on the bezel. Bandwidth, it's 22mm, so it comes as standard with this nice comfortable nylon band. Silicone bands are available. It only weighs 53 grams with a nylon band. If you do buy an additional silicone band, it'll be 66 grams. The dimensions of the watch are 46.1 by 46.5 for the diameters, and it's 14mm thick. Doesn't feel very heavy. Like I say, that 53 grams, you're not really going to know you're wearing it. It does have a touch screen, as well as, I know you use the scroll wheel to scroll between different menus once we've actually got the watch paired with the app, and we can show you that. It is what we call we always describe it as an ABC watch. So it has an altimeter, barometric pressure it'll measure, and C for an electronic compass. It is water resistant to 5 ATM, so not for diving, but swimming fine. I have read that the heart rate monitor does work underwater, so that's a nice feature, that the heart rate monitor works underwater. The working temperature for the watch is down to -20°C and up to 50°C. It's charging of it only actually takes a couple of hours to fully charge. The battery life specs are really impressive. So if you're using it with GPS and QZSS, so that's two GPS systems, GPS and QZSS, for recording activities, potentially you'll get up to 75 hours recording. This unit also has what we call dual band and multi-frequency. So if we set it as the dual band with the multi-frequency, we're potentially looking at, sorry, I'll start with the multi-band first, not the dual frequency. So the multi-band is where we're connecting to 5 satellites at once. The GPS, the GLONASS, the Galileo, Beidou and QZSS. We're going to reduce the life to 45 hours. Still, that's an impressive 45 hours. If we then use what we call multi-band, so all of those satellites, but dual frequency, so we're getting the L5 and the L1, or the E5 and E1 frequencies, so dual frequency, basically for better accuracy, and it irons out any bounces that you may get off buildings, cliffs, tree coverage. That battery life is then reduced down to 26 hours. But I think if we look at the middle battery life of 45 hours with 5 satellite systems, that is really impressive. You can actually pair the watch with Bluetooth to Bluetooth accessories and Bluetooth headphones. To put music on the watch, you would have to connect it to a computer and transfer MP3 files, but you can put music to the watch that way. That will, of course, reduce the battery life. You're looking at more like 14 hours battery listening to music when you've got it connected to 5 satellites. Using it for daily use, you're potentially looking at 30 days, so great 30 days, but less than 2 hours to charge. So we've mentioned, obviously the GPS side of it. It picks up 5 systems, GPS, GLONASS, Galileo, Beidou and QZSS, giving it a really accurate on the GPS acquisition and getting the signal, especially in more challenging environments. We have that dual frequency as well. So with the Apex 2 Pro, it does actually come preloaded with some landscape maps, but you can use a computer to put on topographical maps, and you can pick regions to put them on using a computer. So you could just be the UK. It will depend on the memory that you're going to use up. This one actually has 32 gig of memory on the Apex 2 Pro. You could pick a wider area and download some more detailed topographical maps to the unit. When we look at features on using it, I'll just go through sort of the 3 ways we tend to look at this type of watch. Navigational first. We tend to be buying this type of watch because it's going to lock onto satellite, GPS. We can load routes onto the watch using the Coros app, so we can plan routes on other websites and apps, and then as long as we open them, email ourselves and open them with the Coros app, you can transfer routes to the unit to follow. So you can follow a line overlaid on a map on the screen, have information about distance to end, lots of data boxes you'll be able to view about your activity, how far you've been travelling, your speed, all the normal sorts of things we see on a watch when we're navigating, distance to points. We can get a grid reference off the watch. So basically full navigational features on it with a compass and barometric altimeter. When we're looking at smart features, when it's paired with the app, you will get messages through from your phone. You can read those messages. You can't actually reply to them or answer a phone from the watch, but you can read messages from your phone. It will give you weather data taken from when it's paired with your phone. You can get weather data on the screen. It does have a feature if you've lost your phone, you can actually find your phone. The app actually lets you find the watch. So it's just got some basic smart features. But when we look at the fitness side, it's what you would expect from a watch with a heart rate sensor, the optical heart rate. We've got the heart rate coming through on that. We've also got the pulse oximeter, and it will do an electrocardiogram sensor reading as well. So with getting all of these extra features from the heart rate, you start looking at things like VO2 maxes, how your training's going. It'll give you lots of stats and information, which we'll cover in further videos on the app about how you're doing with your recordings and your activities. So you can record all your runs, your trail runs, your hikes, lots of water activities. The full list and specs are on our website underneath GPS watches, on our GPS store, and under the section GPS watches and Coros. So it was just to give you our initial sort of look at the watch. And again, I'll just show you, we'll just turn it round. So this is the black one. We are stocking it in grey as well. So heart rate monitor, we can see on the back. We can see the charging port. It's got the quick release on this nylon band. Doesn't feel very weighty at all. Just to give you an idea, I'll put it on my wrist. I haven't got a particularly big wrist, so I'll just lock it on my wrist so you can see what it looks like. So I'm just going to pull the band tight. So I know you have lots of adjustment with the band. It's just a simple pull on the band, and you can see it there sitting on my wrist. Just gives you an idea of the look of it. The screen is good in sunlight. On the demo one that I'd had previously to getting this unboxing one, putting it in sunlight was absolutely fine. The screen had a good view, so it's got that nice tough screen. Doesn't feel any weight at all on my wrist. Remember, with a nylon band, it's only coming in at 55 grams. So I'm just going to unlock it there. It's got some little bits you can see on the band there just to stop it slipping right off. And then I'll take it off, just spin it around so you can have a look on the side. So we're looking forward to getting to use the watch. I hadn't realised that I'd have to pair it with the app first to get going, because the one I'd been loaned had already been paired with an app, so I had all the screens on it. So what we'll actually do on our next video, we'll actually pair it with the app and just give you a look at the screen so you can see what it actually looks like. But we're excited to have this new brand in alongside the other multi-activity GPS watches that we stock. So we hope you've liked this video, just to give you our initial look at the watch, and we'll do a further video when we start looking at the screens and what you see once you've paired it with the app. And thanks for watching. Hi, this is Andy from GPS Training. We're just continuing on from our earlier unboxing video on the Coros Apex 2 Pro watch. We've now got it paired with the app, which was really simple. It's just a case of once you've got the Coros app on your phone, it's got an option, add device. You pick which device you've got, which model of watch, and then it scans the QR code that we had displayed on the screen earlier. So now I've got the watch on, we can see one of the standard watch faces, and I'm just using this little scroll wheel. I can scroll up or down and scroll through all these sort of widgets. So just to give you an idea of what we're seeing there, we've got where it would display calories, you'd get your heart rate, steps, how many floors you've climbed, information about your fitness levels. We haven't got proper information in yet until we start using it. So I mentioned the heart rate, you get elevation data. It actually records your sleep as well. I forgot to mention that earlier. So you get sleep data. It'll give you sun movement, sunset and sunrise. Got the barometric pressure. It's got a temperature gauge, which is measuring your body temperature. Notifications, we've got no notifications to read from our phone. So that's just the basic screens we're scrolling through. When you're on the watch, if I hit the back button on this actual face, I can change what I see just by hitting the back button on the data box main field in the middle. There is lots of different watch faces you can download from the app itself. If I just press the scroll wheel in, it lets me look at the activities. You can hide some of these activities so you don't have this full list if you only do a certain number of activities from the app. But I can see here I've got the running ones, indoor run, trail run. Just going to scroll down these slowly so it gives you an idea. Hike, walk. There's mountain climb, sorry. There's lots of bike ones. Load of different ones for swimming you can see there, and water sports activities. Triathlon I can see there. We have various gym cardio, jump rope, the skiing ones as we scroll down, multi-sport, workouts. You can actually send training plans to the watch. History would be able to view any history of any activities we're recording. We can go into settings like system settings. So if we're on a run activity, we can just start an activity. Once it gets a GPS signal, start recording. You get the choice of lots of different data boxes, and you can change what you see in those data boxes directly from the app. So I'm just going to press the back button to come back out of there, and I'm just going to hold the back button in to go to some of the other tools we've got on the watch. So we can actually do an HRV test. We've got the battery usage there where you can actually look at what the battery's been using. Sorry, I'll just come back out of the settings, just go back in. Metronome. We've got where you can put it in an ultra max mode to really increase the battery life, where you turn off some of the features. So navigation for loading courses. This is where the maps you would be able to view if you've got GPS signal, and then you can use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out, and you can actually touch the screen and move the map around as well. We're inside at the moment, so I haven't got a satellite signal, but that's how the map would work. I'm just going to press the back button to come right back out of there. We've got map settings where we can change settings. We can save locations, waypoints. First watch I've seen where we can actually look at the satellite signal. So it says weak signal at the minute, but it will display what satellites we've actually picked up once we're outside with a view of the sky. So it's nice to see that on a watch. We've not seen that before. We've got a stopwatch, timer. We've got an alarm clock. This is where we can change watch faces. That's because I've started navigation, so I'm just going to... That's why we can't see the watch face. That's my fault for starting navigation, but you can change watch faces. We can look at putting it in night mode to do with the backlight, and there's various settings. Music, you can listen to MP3 files that you've transferred directly from a computer. Camera control, we forgot to mention that earlier. You can control, there's a certain GoPro models, and I'm sure there's another camera when you look at the specs on our website. Sync with Wi-Fi, I can find my phone, do not disturb. There's the compass, so we can get the compass and see extra information. We would get a grid reference displayed there if we had a satellite signal. And I'm just going to go back down. Heart rate, oximeter we mentioned you can do, and we're back to where we were. So it's just giving you a little feel of the watch and what it looks like. So I'm just going to exit out of there now, back to the watch face. We'll start doing lots more videos as we start using the watch, and also showing you in closer detail all of the great information that you see on the Coros app when you start recording activities and using the app to send courses to the watch. But I hope you found these first initial videos useful. It's just an idea of the new range of Coros watches that we're now stocking on the GPS training website on our GPS store under GPS watches. And thanks for watching.